and all hell had broken loose, and I started receiving text messages from everywhere, and I didn't really know what I had done wrong.
Right.
That's where I started.
And I protected my space. Yeah. I shared what I wanted to share specifically. I grew up in a house where my mother was like, what goes on in our house stays in this house.
Shaunie O'Neal has finally pulled back the curtain on her marriage to Pastor Keon Henderson and dropped a bombshell no one saw coming. The divorce is official, and Shaunie's about to reveal secrets that have had fans in an uproar. In today's video, we'll break down everything from their seemingly perfect relationship to the dramatic downfall, the mistress rumours, and what's next for Shaunie and Keon.
As a pastor, I know the difference between disturbance and worship. And what people have to understand is that every time you hear a noise in church, it isn't worship.
When Shaunie O'Neal and Pastor Keon Henderson first hooked up, everyone thought they were the perfect match. She, the savvy businesswoman and reality TV queen, and he, the respected spiritual leader and founder of the Lighthouse Church. They had everything: success, love, faith, ambition, and an army of fans rooting for them. The Hollywood fairy tale we all wanted to believe in, right?
And he knew it was a lie, but it's just all the people that like to believe that type of stuff that call him. So he's like, babe, my phone is blowing up.
Their public displays of affection, paired with the seamless blend of their personal and professional lives, had us all thinking they were unbreakable. Shaunie, always the strong and confident woman, seemed to find solace and strength in Keon's steady presence. Together, they were unstoppable.
So I first started off confused, regretful. Steve Harvey told me, he said, regret is the most worthless emotion in the earth. Those are his kids.
But as time passed, cracks started showing. You know that old saying, things aren't always as perfect as they seem? Well, Shaunie and Keon's marriage proved just that. Sure, the world saw them as this flawless, powerful duo, but the truth was far messier than anyone imagined.
Yeah, I think we both support each other. Like, I used to tease him and be like, could you please hurry up and get a wife? And then you could stop, randomly FaceTiming me and talking about your day.
Fans started to notice subtle shifts in Shaunie's public persona. The once bubbly and energetic posts about her marriage to Keon turned into something more reflective and subdued. Gone were the love-filled captions and romantic moments, replaced with somber, cryptic messages that made fans wonder if something was going on behind closed doors. And when the couple started appearing less and less in public, the rumours only gained more steam.
And it's not their decision to write a book, right? It was mine. So it was like I was shielding everything to protect everybody.
At first, no one really knew what was happening. Shaunie, known for being open and transparent, stayed unusually quiet about her marriage, leaving fans to fill in the blanks. It was clear. Something had changed, but no one had a concrete answer.
I've learned this. One of the things that causes a woman to lock the keys to her heart, and I know infidelity will do it.
And then it happened. Shaunie O'Neal broke her silence in a way that rocked the entire internet. She took to social media and made the heartbreaking announcement. She and Pastor Keon were getting a divorce.
Yes, and I'm so sorry. So that's all I can say, but it's like, I feel horrible.
But this wasn't just a simple statement. Shaunie's words were heavy with emotion, as she reflected on the love they shared, but also acknowledged the reality that sometimes love isn't enough to keep a marriage intact. The post left fans stunned, as it marked the end of a chapter that many believed would last forever.
Yeah, I think, yes, you do, but at the same time, you do think, okay, we're getting married, we're having kids, we're a family. Things are gonna change.
It wasn't just the divorce that had everyone talking. It was the fact that Shaunie was finally opening up about the pressures of their marriage. According to her, the couple had been facing some serious challenges, especially when it came to balancing their professional lives with their personal ones. Both had demanding careers, and it became clear that their paths had diverged in ways they couldn't overcome.
That has the most complicated lock, of which only a single key can open, she is very, very apt.
Shaunie was candid, admitting that despite the passion they had for their work, Their differing visions for the future ultimately tore them apart. And while the world might have viewed their marriage as the epitome of success, the truth was far more complex.
Hey, like I'm not like get a girlfriend or something. I don't know. So
Dang,
it just
Shaunie.
doesn't matter. We kind of teased each other in that way.
As expected, the media storm that followed was intense. Fans flooded Shaunie's social media, offering support and praise for her bravery in speaking out. But while Shaunie was transparent, Pastor Kayon's response was a bit more reserved. In fact, Kayon didn't immediately address the divorce publicly. Instead, sources close to him confirmed that he was heartbroken by the end of the marriage. He expressed his love and respect for Shaunie, but he also emphasized that the decision was mutual.
Yes, sir.
I know that not feeling safe will do it.
Yes, sir.
I know that her not being able to trust you will do
Yes,
it.
sir.
Kayon made it clear that he wanted privacy to handle this difficult time, but his silence only added fuel to the fire. Fans and media outlets started wondering, was Kayon hiding something? Was there more to the story than what Shaunie was sharing? His decision to remain tight-lipped only made people more suspicious, and it soon became clear that his silence was making everything even more intense. People were looking for answers. Was he just being respectful, or was he dodging the bigger questions? His lack of transparency had everyone on edge, questioning whether he was protecting his own reputation or avoiding the truth.
The lies. You know, I started out when I got the divorce with so many lies. Me and my mama were stealing money and all types of stuff. So now I'm kind of numb to it. It's unfortunate. I hate it for my husband, though.
Now, here's where it gets spicy. After Shaunie's announcement, rumours began circulating that there was more to this story than just career pressures and personal differences. As gossip swirled, whispers began to suggest that Kayon had a mistress. Fans started piecing the puzzle together, speculating that his absence from the public eye and the sudden breakdown of his marriage to Shaunie might have been connected to someone else. The bombshell finally came when Shaunie, at age 50, exposed the woman involved in the affair.
So that's literally how I lived my life. Even in my book now, writing about it, I was not comfortable telling my story because my story involves my mom, my story involves my dad, my story involves my ex-husband.
In a social media post, she revealed a picture of Kayon with an unidentified woman, sparking a frenzy across social media. The caption, "Why did you cheat me?" The emotional weight behind those words was palpable. Shaunie's pain was evident, and it was clear that this was more than just a divorce. It was the ultimate betrayal. The mistress's identity remained shrouded in mystery, but fans weren't having it. The photo spoke volumes.
You know, he supports me in a relationship. I support him. We have a great, co-parenting relationship.
People started investigating, trying to uncover who the woman was and how long this affair had been going on. Was Kayon living a double life this whole time? The unanswered questions began to pile up, and fans were left scrambling for answers. The thought of someone else involved in their once-ideal union made everyone question what else had been hidden beneath the surface.
Take you around to the celebrity homes. We were eating somewhere, and they drove by, and he was like, they stopped, and they taking the pictures. He was like, "This is my life." And I'm like, no, kind of.
Shaunie's post went viral. Supporters rallied around her, showering her with love and encouragement. Messages flooded in from fans who had always admired her strength. "You deserve better, Shaunie," they said. "Stay strong, Queen." But while many expressed their support, others were more skeptical, questioning whether this was all just another publicity stunt. Some fans wondered if Shaunie was using the drama for her next reality TV storyline, or even to stay relevant in the media. Given her long history in the spotlight, could this be an attention grab? The speculation didn't stop there.
And that's probably a complete delusional thought process. But you do think that, or you have those hopes and you know what? This will all stop. It'll all go away.
The mystery of the mistress, coupled with the cryptic messages, had people glued to their screens, trying to uncover more details. Was this just the end of a marriage? Or was Shaunie setting up for the next big chapter in her career? The public's divided opinion turned the story into even more of a spectacle, with fans wondering whether this was all part of a master plan, or if Shaunie was simply navigating a deeply painful and personal situation. Either way, the drama surrounding their breakup was certainly far from over.
And so he has first right of refusal. Yeah. Those are his children. I never walked into his children's life trying to be their father. What I said to each one of them individually is, what do you need me to be?
As the dust begins to settle, one thing is certain. Shaunie O'Neal's life is far from over. The woman is a business mogul, a TV star, and a mother who has weathered storms before. This divorce might be a chapter that's closed, but it's clear she's not going anywhere. Shaunie is already setting her sights on healing, growth, and moving forward with her life. On the other hand, Pastor Keon Henderson's future is also uncertain.
Yeah, I mean, along with, I think Keon helps me, he motivates me to just be a better person every day, make better decisions, show a lot more grace.
While he continues to focus on his ministry and his church, the questions surrounding his personal life and the affair are unavoidable. His silence on the matter is only making things more complicated. Fans and followers are eager to know if he'll ever come forward to explain himself, or if he'll continue to let the rumors swirl. The clock is ticking, and the more Keon stays silent, the more people will be left wondering just how much of this story he's hiding. What will the next move be for Keon? And will he finally come clean about what led to the breakdown of his marriage?
Like, I remember, if y'all do get my audible and my voice sounds monotone, is because I was in a sunken place that day because of that man getting online and saying that about me, because all I was thinking about was my husband.
So, what do you think? Is Shaunie right to expose Keon's affair? Or is this just a personal vendetta in the public eye? Does Keon owe it to the public to speak up? Or is his silence a calculated move to protect his ministry and image? And who is the mystery woman who's been causing all this drama? Drop your comments below and let us know where you stand. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Celeb Titbits for more explosive gossip and behind-the-scenes revelations. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Trust me, the drama's just getting started.